Hello, everybody. It's Mark Johnson at Guaranteed Rate, and today is May the 5th of 2025. Happy Cinco de Mayo. But there's some tough news for nearly 10 million people who have student loans. Since March of 2020, student loan payments were on hold due to the pandemic. And beginning today, the Department of Education is going to start collecting on overdue loans again. So if you're behind on your federal student loans, the government can take up to 15% of your current wages. They can take your tax returns if you're getting a refund, and so also some of your Social Security income. What does that mean for home buyers? Well, it means that since student loan payments were paused for so long, many people might not be ready to start making their payments again. And if they miss their payments, they're going to get a late payment and their credit scores could drop, which would make it hard for them to qualify and maybe even possible. Many people also rely on tax refund funds to pay off other debts, or even saving for a down payment. With the government cracking down on late loans, it could be harder for some to become homeowners. About 5.3 million student loans are in default, and that are at least 270 days late. And another 4.7 million are seriously behind, which means they're over 90 days late. So, as lenders, we're going to need to be extra careful to ensure that potential buyers are current on their student loans and not close to default. Taking up to 15% of someone's wages could significantly reduce what they can afford for a mortgage. So I'll be asking potential home buyers up front, are you current on your student loans? What are those payments? Make sure that you get the minimum payment from the federal student loan association. Anyway, also this week, the Federal Reserve is going to have their monthly meeting. Most people think that they won't lower interest rates because they want to see how the new tariffs will affect the economy. Well, personally, I think that they should lower rates by at least 0.25%. Last month, the economy actually shrunk, which was a negative GDP, and job creation was lower this month, and they were revised down last month and the month before. So keep an eye out on Wednesday to see what the Federal Reserve is planning on doing. You'll hear from Jerome Powell about noon, and then we'll share. He'll share his plans of what's going to happen in the market. So stay tuned for that. I guess I didn't put my picture back up here. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's take a look and see what is happening with the primary mortgage market. Today, interest rates last week were down just a little bit. They were at 6.81 the week before. Last week, they were down 0.5%. So that was 6.76. And, we'll just have to see what happens this week with rates. So far, they're not looking good. Rates have been going up just a little bit. Let's take a look at the actual market. You'll see here that the 10-year treasuries have been going up, for the last 3 days in a row. They were going lower last week, which was good. So with this, we'll probably see average interest rates up just a little bit. Let's look at where we get our money, which is from the bond market here. And you'll see that, this started to go up, which means that rates were coming down. And then, of course, the last 3 days have not been good. Now, we're at a level of support right here. Hopefully, that'll hold, and we'll see that bounce up so that interest rates start to go down. Today, our mortgage rate review is brought to you by our portfolio loans. Did you know that we do portfolio loans? If you're self-employed, if you are a real estate investor, if you don't have a job but you have assets to qualify, we have those loans. And we also have a loan that if you want to buy before you sell, there's some options that way too. So stay tuned for that. And if you need any help, don't hesitate to give me a call. Thanks.